Hello, my name is Pia Kramer. I am a student from Virginia Tech. Today, I will be discussing my community and engagement reflection, as well as my work with student affairs in this class. By watching this video, I will discuss the overview of English 3814, Creating User Documentation, as well as the 3 projects I worked on throughout this semester. These projects were an audience analysis, user documentation, and instructional video. I will also discuss the importance of service learning and community engagement, as well as my personal experience I had with the class and assignments. Throughout the semester, my experience of this class was focused on how to effectively communicate my work on a level so people of different educational and social backgrounds can understand and comprehend, ways in which to adapt a basic audience analysis into a more detailed and thorough user documentation and instructional video, and how to effectively work in a group setting to ensure all deadlines were met. Project 1 was a user analysis report. The digital literacy competency I focused on was communication and collaboration. I conducted a 15-minute-long interview with the Virginia Tech Student Affairs employee, created a diagram of the employee's journey, and completed this report with plans for future class assignments. By completing this project, I applied audience analysis techniques to contextualize rhetorical situations encountered by technical communicators. I also planned and implemented effective audience-centered documentations. Project 2 was a user documentation. The digital literacy competencies I focused on were discovery, creation and scholarship, and communication and collaboration. The topic I focused on was using Google Docs to construct a resume. I created the documentation by targeting the Virginia Tech Student Affairs employees, as well as 7 in-depth, well-designed steps with over 33 supplemental figures. By completing this project, I practiced writing and curating user documentation for a range of users. I also made rhetorical design decisions and implemented design decisions for professional format and layout. Project 3 was an instructional video that was based on the same product as Project 2, using Google Docs to construct a resume. I brainstormed about the script of my video and collected images and screen recordings that I wanted to use, and then created the final script and storyboard. I put these pieces together and created an instructional video that takes viewers through the visual steps on how to use Google Docs to construct a resume. By completing this project, I practiced writing, creating, and producing an instructional video for a range of different users, made rhetorical design decisions and implemented design decisions for professional format and layout, and planned and implemented effective physical, cognitive, and effective designs. Project 4 was a website prototype. This was completed as a group project where we researched what kinds of digital literacy enhancing websites and applications already existed, brainstormed the layout and formatting of the website, thought about specific purposes for each of the sections, and based our work on previous assignments. We also created a user-based documentation in the form of an infographic that can be seen on the next slide. By completing this project, my group members practiced writing, creating, and producing instructional videos for a range of different users, made rhetorical design decisions and implemented design decisions for professional format and layout, and pushed the boundaries of group collaboration to create something sustainable for the Virginia Tech community. To use this website, you will see the homepage. There, you will see to the left side of the screen a drop-down of options where at the top it says Virginia Tech Information Services, and the following headings state Home, Google Applications, Team, etc. You will click on Google Applications. There, you will see the overview page where you can learn more about Google Applications. You will see on the drop-down option to the left, the Google Applications section has expanded into 5 subcategories: creating a resume in Google Docs, basics of using Gmail on a mobile device, Gmail phishing scam, etc. You can access each of the separate sections by clicking on each title separately, or you can scroll down the overview page and click on Link to Documentation. Each section includes an introduction, Project 2 user documentation, Project 3 instructional video, and helpful links. At the bottom, you will see Back to Home and Back to Google Applications overview buttons. Clicking on one of these buttons will take you back to either the site homepage or the Google Applications overview page. Student Affairs at Virginia Tech was given the opportunity to offer adult education and literacy tutoring to employees in need. Digital literacy is a necessity in the Virginia Tech workplace because many of the resources that are available to employees are in a digital environment. Service learning is important because it provides Virginia Tech employees opportunities to develop specific skills that will be beneficial to them as the digital world goes through more improvements and enhancements. Community engagement is important because by working with community members, for example, in this case, Student Affairs at Virginia Tech, I was able to enhance my group, organizational, and interpersonal skills. For my user analysis report, I was able to get a first-hand opportunity in hearing the Virginia Tech employees' response to my questions. I was able to ask the questions I needed in order to construct my report. For my user documentation, I was able to put myself in the shoes of someone that did not have a lot of knowledge with constructing a resume. I have been in this position before, not knowing where to begin with creating one, so being able to add my touch and insight into how I would construct a resume has shown me effective ways to communicate on a technical writing side. For my instructional video, I was able to build off of my user documentation and learned how to adapt a written piece of documentation into a visual aid with pictures and videos to demonstrate my project goals. For my website prototype, I was able to learn how to effectively work in a group environment, making sure everyone's thoughts and ideas were integrated. I also learned how to create a website through Google Sites and the many features that are available when using this platform. Thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful in learning my thoughts of the class and my engagement with Virginia Tech Student Affairs.